This engine is for the other car, the silver New Edge, and I just received these forward facing headers for turbo, and I had them mocked up in the heads just to see the fitment. They look really nice and fit. These are kind of the same that I have in the other car. These are stainless steel, so they shouldn't rust. Stainless steel doesn't rust. So that car is moving along. This is just a mock-up block. The one that's gonna go in the car is inside that bag. So everything else I'm gonna reuse except the block. So right now it's featuring the Gen 3 intake manifold, which they rep higher than these Gen 1s or those Gen 2s. This one can rev up to 7600, maybe a little bit more, and you can put them for a little bit more HP or quicker response. So I already have the rotator assembly, the heads, covers, now the headers for the turbo kit. This car is gonna have the stock 2017 converter. Let's see how far I can push that. So I'm gonna get the adapter to mount the alternator here. Power steering gonna go here. Power steering gonna go here somewhere. AC goes in the factory location, and those headers should clear it. Goes right there. And also got the front wheels, front runners, 18x5. That should look pretty good on the car. Need to get them tires for them. So check this car's interior. It's in really nice shape. So that motor is gonna go into this car, and it's a V6. So one trick with these cars particularly is that insurance is gonna be way cheaper with a V6 than it is with a GT, Cobra, Mach 1 or any of those. So it's gonna be a V6 Coyote swap, making $850 with a really cheap insurance. And it's a 2000, but main interior is in really good condition. So this car is gonna retain the AC, radio, automatic with a 6i80. Gonna have a race pack, a Q3 there. I already have it. Everything I see here, everything in the stock location. It has carpet, nothing is stripped out like in the other car, so it can keep heat away. That one just has a bare roof for weight reduction, but this one still gonna have everything, all the electrical. That car over there, I did everything new electrical related. This one's gonna have the OEM wiring for the light and stuff. We're gonna keep the OEM fuel tank for the fumes, and like it even comes with a reverse camera. So everything that one doesn't have, Red Bullet doesn't have, this one's gonna have. I'm gonna get rid of this steering wheel. One thing I don't like about them is I have a big radius and you can hit your leg with it, so I'm gonna switch to a smaller steering wheel, and I'll get rid of these larger OEM steering wheels, which I don't like. And I mean, it has a nice feel, but it's not sporty. That would be the word. It's not sporty. This car is still star and everything. For long until I start taking everything out. Look at the engine. So that thing gotta come out. Stay there for long. Nothing wrong with it. The only thing wrong with it is the V6, and this is VA power, so no V6 allowed. So this car, like I said, it's gonna retain everything. AC, power steering. I'm gonna switch that out for a brake booster for my GT, so I can run my line from the power steering into the brake booster. This car has like 200,000 miles. Not in bad shape for 200,000. Well, almost 200,000. And it moves forward and everything. It just has a bad transmission. I gotta put a Cobra bumper in it. Paint it too much, but overall should be a fun ride. of these could be the last ride for this engine. So he better enjoy while it lasts before he comes out and the new power plant comes in and the new power plant goes in. Poor little motor. Well, he lasted for a few miles. A nice axle with 355 gears, I believe, in them. 8.8 rear differential to swap it out for that 7.5 that comes in the V6. So Coyote 680 aluminum drive shaft. So the car is almost set up. Now the difference between this one and what that one's gonna be is this is not gonna be here. We're gonna have AC like this one doesn't have any of that. Manual steering, no AC, no music, no backup camera, no ceiling carpet. So this gets really hot on summer. Like it's a wild ride. This car gets really hot in here since there's no carpet at all. So you get some heat from the engine bay, and you have a pretty loud fuel pump back there, which you can even talk on the phone in here. So it's a really loud office and hot. No door panels. Well, there is door panels, but aftermarket. It's aluminum. Really nice fit. Lightweight. Racing purposes. That one is gonna be more of a straight duty purposes and a little bit of racing. And you can imagine, but this car is a really wild ride on the street. In previous videos, like I said, I have a tune for 30 psi, and I have only been able to drive it on 16 and 20 pounds. You are not gonna find any traction with this weight type of car with that much power. Real wheel drive cars, maybe all-wheel drive and stuff like that, but there's no traction with this weight. I haven't taken to the scale, but I'm guessing around 3,000, 3,100. It has no weight on the back aside from the fuel tanks, so it gets scary. You think you're just gonna jump into these cars and you're gonna step on the gas and it's gonna be all rainbow, and it's not. It gets really scary in here. All the noises from the turbo, speed, spinning at 130. It gets really crazy in a few seconds. So, and I have had so many other cars, but never with anything above 1,000 horsepower like this one does. So if you are planning on building a high horsepower car, and you can see many times people just go after horsepower, and they have never been into a high horsepower car, and they just dump thousands of dollars into building one, just to sell it after 500 miles or 2-3 months after it's said and done. Why? Because it's scary. It's a scary ride. You, like, this car wants to kill you every time you ride it. When you step on it, there's powers on demand, and you just keep pushing forward. Like, you have to sit on one of these to experience it. Like, there's no lack of power. Like I have with my previous car, where you just want more and more. You don't want no more on this one, especially when you can't find no traction. In a prep track, really good prep track, then you can put more power down to the tires. But any high horsepower car with this weight, I'm not talking about Dodge, which weighs 6,000 pounds. I'm talking about this kind of cars with this much power, because if you're riding in a Hellcat with 800, 1,000 horsepower, I think I'm moving nowhere. You gotta have 1,500, 1,600 to move that boat. These ones are 2,000, 1,500 pounds lighter, which helps a lot. That's power to weight ratio. And so you better think about it when you dump thousands of dollars into this car, and then you get scared of it and you just end up selling it. Think about it.